Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about domain and range. This is page 17 in my journal, and I've also attached a page you can download and print if you want some fill-in-the-blank notes and not have to write. Okay, so if you want that paper, download it, print it, you can have it, it's all yours. Yeah, and cut and paste, glue it in your journal. Makes it so much easier, but if you don't want it, just write down the notes. Yeah, there's a lot, but you're okay. All right, here we go. So if you need more time, pause the video, write everything down, okay? I am going to talk faster than you can write, so please pause the video. Okay, domain. Domain is all of your x values. X values on a graph. Okay, not X people you dated in the past, X values in the graph. It is the independent variable. It is also the input of the function. So when we talk about inputs and outputs, this is the one that you put in. Range. Range is all of the Y values. It is the dependent variable. This is the one that is the output of your function. This is the one you're typically solving for when we're talking about graphs and equations like that. Discrete functions. Okay, and I know you're going, what's a function? We've never heard of functions. Just think of equation, okay guys? It's another word for equation. Okay, so discrete. This is the important word here, discrete. Where the points are not connected to each other. You see how there's no line between these? They're just points on a graph, okay? Here's the table. X is domain, Y is range. If you want to copy this the table down, copy the table down. This is a this is called a mapping. This map takes all the X values and then all the Y values, and it shows them in order and who's going where with what and all this. So this you could see on STAR, you might see in class. This is called a mapping. Okay, now, here's how we write domain and range. And we're going to do this in class a lot, okay? So if your function is represented as a list of ordered pairs, a table or a map, like I just showed you, the best way to do is to list it in these brackets, these curly brackets, okay? So here I give you 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of pairs. So that means you have 4 X values and 4 Y values. You list them from least to greatest. It doesn't matter what order they're in up here. It's least to greatest within the brackets. Okay? Since they are all discrete, they're just specific points, you have to list them out, each one. Okay? Continuous. Now, if discrete was where it's just the points, continuous is where, you guessed it, there is a line that continues from point to point to point to point. So it goes all the way through. Okay? It could be a smooth line or a curve. So it continues all the way through from beginning to end. Okay? So look at this graph on the left. Yes, it's the same one from the previous slide. So you see how it's a line? It also has a beginning and an end. So our domain, our X values, includes all of these values from right here at -7 to +4. Our X is anything on those values, and our range is anywhere from -3 all the way up to +7. So how would you write that? Okay? So you would take that right here, let me scoot this down, and you would take, ooh, my slide is not so good. Okay, let me fix it. So right here, so you would take and you would write, you're going to watch me edit a slide, how cool. So you would write your domain as, what's my lowest value for my domain? Well, we said it is -7. So Oh my goodness. Seriously? I have white font? No way. Okay, so I've got -7. And then I've got, what's my highest x value? It's +4. So it goes from -7 on my x-axis to +4. Now, some of you are going to say, hey, that has an equal to. You're right, because these dots, these endpoints, are filled in. Okay? So my y, or my range, is going to go the same way, except it's going to go on my y-axis. Okay? So, let me get some boxes. Hold on. I need a box. Except this time it's not -7. Okay, my range. What's my low range? My low. It starts down here at -3. So -3. Get another box. It's really hard because my control key went out, so I have to do everything with the mouse. It's terrible. Okay, so what's my high range on my range? That's terrible use of the word. My limit, my up here, the tallest my stick. The tallest my line goes, don't call your line a stick, it's not a stick. The tallest my line goes is +7. There you go, +7. Okay, so this is how we write our range. Our domain goes from just like this. I shouldn't mess with this because y'all are watching, but it looks yucky. Okay. It goes like that. So, yes, it's crazy and you don't like inequalities and it's hard to learn and oh my goodness, but you can do this. Just take your pencil, your 2 pencils, and go, okay, it goes from here to here, and I'll show you how to do that in class, okay? Let's look at the next one. You can do this. So here on this one, what I want you to see is that this one has an open circle, okay? So look right here. I don't know how to highlight. So look right here. We're going to use not the equal to, but just the greater or less than, okay? And I'm going to show you this in class. I'm going to help you fill this one in class, okay? But what I want you to do, ignore Miss Snyder, okay? I want you, oh, hey, play that. Okay, remember, domain and range must always go from smallest to largest when you have 2 endpoints, okay? When you're doing discrete, small to big, just like everything else in life, okay? Now, the other type of graph you may see is one that looks like this. What do these arrows mean on the ends? They mean indefinite. I should type that in there for you. Let's do another insert box. These are so much fun. Oh, I think I spelled that wrong. Let's make it black. Indefinite. That means it's indefinite, which means it goes on and on and on. Yeah, you're right. It goes on forever. That line is going to keep going on forever. So, is this going to be discrete or is this continuous? You're right. Continuous. It absolutely is. Because you see how this line is drawn in and filled in. So it's continuous. Okay? So it's indefinite and it's continuous. So in class tomorrow, I will show you how to write that because that gets a little crazy. But I wanted you to see, and if you didn't print those notes, then go ahead and sketch them. Okay? Because you're going to want to have this ready to go when we finish these off in class. So, can't wait to give you a quiz so you can earn your extra 1,000, million, hundreds. You're going to do amazing. Oops. See y'all tomorrow.